So you're ready to build your dream home, you're in a strong financial position, and all the options are on the table. Do you want a nice and easy process, or do you want to make the most money out of your current home? Well, why can't you have both? I'm Ken Harper with the Crosspoint team at Keller Williams Realty here in Conyers, Georgia. In our last video, we talked about the three options available if you need to sell your existing home before you buy your new home. In this video, we'll explore all the ways you can buy and move before you have to sell your existing home. The first option is to qualify for both mortgage payments. This gives you maximum flexibility when planning your move. You can take your time finding your dream home, work out the financing and moving details, and close on the new home, all while living comfortably in your current residence. The second option is a version of the first, but using a bridge loan on the existing home as a down payment for the new property. The benefits and risks are the same, you just avoid using your personal cash as a down payment. There will be extra financing costs associated with the bridge loan, but greater financial flexibility by protecting your cash reserves. The third option has the highest potential reward. That involves keeping your current residence as a rental property, generating monthly cash flow for your family. There are certain challenges with being a landlord. Trust me, not everyone has a temperament to deal with renters, but there are property management companies that can take care of the day-to-day hassles. If the rental amount is greater than the monthly payments, this is a fantastic option to build long-term wealth and passive income. So how does this work in the real world? I've been on both sides of that equation. Going back to 2006, right at the height of the beginning of the downturn, I made a decision to keep my home in Covington, buy a home in Marietta, and then try and sell the home in Covington. 10 months later, I'm out of a job, I'm moving back to Covington, having to sell the new home in Marietta, $50,000 poorer for the experience. Not exactly the way I planned it. But in 2020, my wife and I made a decision to move all the way across the country to Denver. So we had a home built while we still lived in Covington. When that home was finished, we flew to closing, came back, packed up the home, moved across the country. I flew back 2 weeks later after getting her settled in and had the home under contract and closed in less than 6 weeks. Exactly how we drew it up. 3 years later, we're moving back to Georgia. I've got an opportunity to work with my favorite builder, and we need to be back in town to be able to do that. So we do the same playbook, have the home built while we sell the home in Denver. The only difference was the Denver market is crazy, so my home sells 9 months before my home is built. So what do? We moved into temporary housing. We took an opportunity to live in a small apartment building in downtown Castle Rock and got to live like city people for the first time in our marriage. Quite the experience. Now, I've personally never done this and turned my home into a rental home, but I did help my dad buy a rental property about 2 miles from my home in Covington and managed that property for him for about 7 years. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that for everybody, but it is feasible for you to have a home as long as it's close by that you can maintain and manage while getting the benefits of having that rental property. So which of these options might be right for you? That depends on your financial situation and the overall state of the market where you will be buying and selling. It's not the least risky option, but there are huge benefits if executed properly. If you're interested in knowing more, feel free to message me to chat about your specific situation and what your options may be. Also, be sure to like and subscribe this channel if you find the information helpful. Our next series of videos will focus on Covington and Conyers, the two cities where I've spent the past 25 years living and working. See you then.